Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I answer the million-dollar question: can you get a stubborn ex back? It seems that not a week goes by and I hear from someone saying that their ex is stubborn and they're afraid that they'll never get back with them. So can it be that almost everyone's ex is stubborn? Or is there something else going on? Let's find out. But before I get into it, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. So let's start with a definition of stubborn. Obviously, we all know what that means, or most of us know what that means. But what is the dictionary definition? Well, it is having or showing dogged determination not to change one's attitude or position on something, especially in spite of good arguments or reasons to do so. So that is interesting that they mention good reasons to do so, because you can't use reasons or reasoning, as I talked about in my video, the number one reason you can't talk your ex into coming back. You're trying to use logic on an emotional issue. The decision for them was ultimately an emotional one. They weren't happy with how they felt in the relationship, and then they made a logical decision to leave based on their emotions. So you have to play to their emotions. And of course, the best way to do that is with what? Our old friend, no contact. You know, it's interesting that no contact is so effective and yet so simple that people just refuse to believe that it works. When I do my coaching sessions and I say, okay, do no contact, and they go, is there anything else I can do? Is there anything else? No. I'm giving you the medicine. It's like going to the doctor and they go, okay, here, take this medicine and you'll be cured. And then you go, is there anything else to take? No. Take this medicine. That's it. It's so effective, but it's so unbelievable that people just refuse to believe. So why is it effective even on a so-called stubborn ex? Well, with a stubborn ex, or even really with any ex, it has to be their idea to come back. And the only way to make it their idea is to give them time and space so that they can change their mind. You can't convince them. Ask yourself, are they really stubborn? Or do they think that I'm going to reach out? And that's why they're quote unquote stubborn, because maybe that's what you've done in the past when they pulled away or they broke up with you, if this isn't the first breakup, and they know that you're more into them than they are into you. And so they know they just need to sit back and eventually you're going to cave, you're going to give in, and they'll hear from you and they can take their sweet time deciding if they want to come back or if they even want to respond to your text or call. Remember, we teach people how to treat us. I know that, if I'm dating a guy who I know is really into me and I know he's not going anywhere, then it's really easy for me to be quote unquote stubborn because I'm 99% sure, you can never be 100% sure, that even if they're upset with me or something at this moment, I will eventually hear from them. And so I can afford to be stubborn because I know that they're not going anywhere. So is that what your ex is thinking about you? It's like, yeah, I know I broke up with them, but they're really into me. They're not going anywhere. So I'm just going to sit back here. And if they want me, they can reach out to me. Next, you want to ask yourself, are they really stubborn? Or is it just that they're not that interested? It's easy to be stubborn if you're not that interested. How do you know they're stubborn? What are they stubborn about? Because you can be stubborn about things related to business and career, but then be the total opposite when it comes to matters of the heart. So don't think, oh, well, in business, he's a killer, or she's this, he's that. They never change their mind. They're really stubborn. Okay. But when it comes to matters of the heart, things can be different. So don't assume that they're stubborn 100% of the time. And if they're being stubborn, it's also possible that they've given you too many chances before, or in their mind it's too many chances, and you've let them down yet again, or they don't believe that things have changed or that things will change. And so now they are being quote unquote stubborn. And finally, ask yourself, if this person is always stubborn, if they never want to change their mind, is that really someone you want to be with? That's not a great trait to have in a partner. You want someone who's flexible, open-minded, and willing to listen to reason. But if they refuse, it's like, once I make up my mind, that's it. Well, we're all human. We're not always 100% right. And someone who isn't willing to consider that maybe they made a mistake and maybe they should change their mind, that's someone that's going to be difficult to have a relationship with if they never want to change their mind, no matter what. So, if you think your ex is stubborn, comment below and tell me why you think they're stubborn. And if you would like help in getting your ex back, whether they are stubborn or not, I am available for private coaching, and you can reach me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.